Hi guys, this time it's all about complaining. As you know, I sleep way more than 100 nights a year in hotels, and some hotels are good, some are not that good. But believe me, mostly it's not the architecture, mostly it's the people who work there. Whether you feel good in a hotel or not, it's mostly if the person at the reception, for instance, is nice to you, pays respect to you. Recently I had two experiences, and I want to share them with you, because we can learn a lot about body language when we are complaining. I was in a hotel, and they had serious issues with my check, and they didn't find the address and wrote it wrong, and 4 or 5 times I went there and they didn't do it, and no one knew, and the next one again didn't know. And so finally, you have to know, normally I never ever complain, which is not really good for the hotels, to be honest, because every hotel asks, did you enjoy the stay? But they say it in a way that shows to me they are not interested. They have learned in a seminar to ask that. There are always 2 questions. How was your trip when you enter the hotel? And at the end, was everything okay? But when the body language is not interested in my answer, I don't answer. And that is why I always say, yes, it was fine. Everything was okay. But in this occasion, I was really fed up because I was in a hurry and had to go 4 or 5 times to the reception and ask and ask and ask. Anyway, they realized that I really was angry at the end, and then they said to me, oh, we are really sorry, and we can understand your anger. But they said it with this body language. Oh, we are really sorry, and we understand your anger. And that showed to me this person doesn't really mean it. It seemed to me that I'm nerve-wracking for this person. I think she just wanted to get rid of me. And I understand that because I am a problem maker for her. She has a lot of other things to do, but I am the guest, you know, and it was a little bit too much to have that issue. And the second occasion, it was also in a hotel. The first one, by the way, was in Berlin, and the second occasion was in Nuremberg, which is also in Germany. And it was a super hot day, and in my shower there was only hot water. And after a show, I went to in my room, and it was only hot water. And I asked myself, do I want to change the room? And it was in the middle of the night, and I said no, and I went to the shower, although it was so hot, and showered with hot water anyway. Next morning I went down, and they said, was everything okay? And I said yes, only the water wasn't cold, and there was only warm water, hot water. And she said to me, while typing into her computer my bill and all the things, she was looking to the computer, to the screen, and said, oh, I'm sorry, if you would have said anything, we would have had a second chance. And you know, that was also a saying, probably she learned it in a seminar, to say, oh, please give us a second chance. But when the body language isn't open and isn't really interested in my complaint, there's no use of saying such a thing. And that is, dear hotels, you have to do your homework, as we all have to do our homework, and that is on the surface. You're only dealing with the surface, and the surface is, we want to give a solution to your problem. But to be honest, yeah, the solution, yeah, it's important, but what in most of the times we want a solution, but we want to be understood. We want to have a feeling that someone understands our anger. And that is what we do with children. When our child is angry, we say, oh yeah, really, I understand that is not okay. And if our child is sad and says, oh, mommy, something happened, what do? We say, oh, what happened? We show a body language that mirrors the feeling of our child. But if someone just says a word and the body language doesn't align with my feelings, the words are worthless. And hotels, please ask yourself, how do you connect with your guests? You connect on an emotional level. And that is why you invest so much in marketing. That is why you invest so much in beautiful photos and images of your hotel. And that is why you invest so much in the architecture of your lobby. Because when we enter the lobby, we get a wonderful impression, and that connects us emotionally. And you stop there. You don't understand that the real connection happens when we as human beings go to the reception and talk to the person there. And now a lot of the hotel owners and hotel directors say, oh, we don't have enough personnel and it is hard to get people. No, that is just a poor excuse. You have to invest on the right level. If you remain always on the surface, you won't get a deeper connection to the people. When you see that video now, and that is for you, don't remain on a level of complaining about hotels. I know every one of you has made bad experiences. Just ask yourself, what does that mean for me? And if someone complains about you because you parked on his parking lot, you turned the music too loud, you were unfriendly, whatever, always remember, how do you react on an emotional level to the person who complains about you? Do you just say, oh, I'm really sorry, and your body language doesn't mean it? Or do you turn to that person, give the full respect to that person, and connect with the body language on an emotional level? Then the other person will get a deep and really trustful connection to you. So when I'm on my way, I learn by seeing other people, and I also learn by how do I react on other people. And in both ways, there is a lot to learn.